Geez, YouTube were making that very hard for me. Let me maneuver over here. There we have it. Yeah, wow. YouTube are an absolute joke to me, guys. They really are a joke at this point. So this has to be very short because I'm meeting a friend soon. But I have to discuss what happened to me last night, or at least when I woke up this morning. It's funny how you guys are saying good vid before I'd even spoke. That actually made me laugh. John's like, good vid, I hadn't even gone live yet. So I had to laugh at that. So how you doing, John, Johnny, Mark, John? What's with all the Johns? Hans, Christian, my boy Hans, Sebastian, Gary's in the house, Esteban, D. I needed this. Just happened to me this week. Wow. Okay, perfect. I was going to ask if anyone else has experienced this. So if you're on my Twitter or my website, you understand what happened. I didn't get scared. Scared wasn't the word. I was like, what? What is this? What is this? So I'll break it down for you as best as I can. I woke up like I always wake up. And pretty much the first thing I do is check my laptop. Probably not the best thing to do. I should wake up, go for a run, have some food, shower, whatever it is, but check my laptop. And it wasn't there. So I have my bed, and either side of me, I have two units. All right. One of them has a lamp on, and then the other one is just completely empty. Right before bed, I put my laptop over to the side and I go to sleep. Okay. When I wake up, I know it's always there. It's always there. So I woke up, and first thing I did was actually check my phone. I checked my phone to see what time it was. And I thought, okay, it's pretty early, nice. Looked over to the other side, my laptop wasn't there. So in the morning, I'm a bit of a nightmare. Like, it takes me a while to wake up. So I was like, what? Where's my laptop? So I got up and I walked here to where I am now, where I do these live streams. I thought, did I do work last night in the living room? No, I didn't. So I remembered clearly that I was working from my bed, and then I put the laptop over at the side. So I spent 20 minutes looking for my laptop at this point. So I checked my laptop bag, checked everywhere, couldn't find it. I thought, where is it? So I started thinking again, wait, did I go out for lunch yesterday? Did I take my laptop? I was like, no, I didn't. I coached. No. What? Something, for whatever reason, made me look underneath my bed, not underneath the bed sheets, underneath the bed where they say there's monsters under your bed. I look under it and I'm like, that's my laptop. And it wasn't at the side. It was bang on. Like, it literally being measured perfectly to the angle, bang on in the center. So if you go under your bed, the laptop was bang in the center. There's absolutely no way that I did that. So for anyone who's thinking, well, maybe you had the laptop at your side on the unit and you knocked it down by accident in your sleep. No, it would have cracked, for one. And two, if it did, it wouldn't glide perfectly bang central below my bed. This is the same bed, guys, not that long ago, where I woke up in the middle of the night. I'd done a live stream talking about tsunamis. I woke up in the middle of the night with water on my face, my shirt, my pants, and my bed sheet underneath the quilt. So I'm thinking, I had like a tiny glass of water, and it was about this much water in it. All right. I always leave a little bit for when I wake up just to swig that water more often than not. So I was thinking, did I knock it onto myself? I was like, no, there's no way I could have knocked it onto myself because it wouldn't go on my pants, which were underneath the quilt. It might go a bit on my shirt, but it wouldn't get my face, my shirt, and my pants, and the bed sheet. And it was right after I talked about a tsunami. And I'm thinking, I remember waking up like, what just happened? So it goes back as well to not that long ago. I did a video about George Floyd's death and how it was foreshadowed in Orange is the New Black. And YouTube limited that. They put an age restriction on that video, which is a crying shame. It's one of the best videos I've done. So I did this video about George Floyd and this whole thing about I can't breathe. The famous last 3 words of George Perry Floyd, I can't breathe. And now there's people with face masks with I can't breathe on them, which is somewhat comical. And I did that about George Floyd. And then I woke up at 5:25 a.m. and I couldn't breathe. I was gasping for air. I was like, I couldn't get a deep breath out, guys. And I've done a live stream talking about this. I couldn't get a deep breath out. Right after I did a live stream about George Floyd, whose last 3 words are I can't breathe, and he died May the 25th, 5:25. And I either got woken up at 5:25 or 2:55. It was one of them. Probably 2:55. He died the 25th of May. So I am starting to think there's obviously some sort of supernatural beings that are onto me. And I was thinking, why my laptop? Why my laptop? I was like, probably because they don't want me to keep doing what I'm doing. But I've also said recently, I've been doing these live streams recently where I said, I'm exhausted now. I'm burnt out. I'm doing too much work. It could have been God saying, leave your laptop for a bit, Adam, and stop. Like, leave it. Because it was my first thought is to check my website. And that's probably not healthy. No, Troy Henry, it wasn't a wet dream. It wouldn't have gone all over my face. It wasn't a wet dream in any capacity. I'm pretty sure, like, when I was younger, like 15, I had one. And it literally feels like you are having sex or some sort of pleasure when you have a wet dream. There was no pleasure involved when I woke up, drenched in water. Drenched. When there was only the tiniest bit of water in my cup. So it's like somebody threw a bucket. It was like somebody threw a bucket of water over me. That's what I'll say. So I don't know if it was a warning. Like I said, I was talking about tsunamis and floods on that day. And then I got drenched with water. I ain't making this stuff up, guys. And I'm sure a lot of you have experienced these supernatural entities or whatever it is. So are they being moved by the spirit? As strange as it may seem, beings in spirit, including our loved ones in spirit, have the ability to move and manipulate objects on Earth. All right? I think they even have the ability to remove objects. The amount of times I've lost things, it's like, where did that go? Just completely gone. Or I find it in the most random place. I'm like, how did it get there? How on earth did that get there? And you just go, oh, whatever. It's extraordinary, to be honest, extraordinary. So everything in existence, in essence, is made of energy. I always talk about energy and frequency and vibration. Everything. Let's talk about how numbers have energy, letters, everything has energy. And you have to be wary of who you give your energy to. So the ability to move and manipulate objects on Earth from another dimension is clearly performed through the altering of energy. And I do believe these angels and demons live amongst us. I don't know if they're in a different dimension. seems we can't see them, or maybe we can see them, but we think they're human. I don't know. This is a interesting topic, but we know Lucifer got cast out of heaven like a lightning bolt with 33.3% of the angels joining him, and they're here on earth. So a lot of supernatural stuff's been happening to me, and it never happened to me before. Never happened to me before I had this whole awakening. Remember the dream I had? You are more powerful than you will ever know. You all are. And that was it. I was like, what? What just happened? What was that? And I remember that lit a fire in me. That lit a fire in me. I was like, when I heard that voice, so powerful, most powerful voice I've ever heard, and it said, you all are, it told me I had to keep doing what I was doing. So I've had many occasions where I just wanted to stop this. It's too much at times. And there's always something that brings me back in. I was speaking, actually, I'm going to say a big shout out to a guy called Abid. He lives in Spain, but he's from the United Arab Emirates. And he refused to get this. And basically his family and friends disowned him. He moved to Spain. And there were one occasion, much love, Abid. We had a chat. He said it was an honor to speak to me. He said I saved his life and everything, which was incredible. It was an amazing conversation. Sometimes I don't realize the impact I have on people. I'm not really completely aware of it until they call me. And there was one time where I was just going to stop being the illusion. When I was living in that old apartment, I was like, spoke to my boy Jay Sol, and I was like, I don't think I want to be the illusion anymore. I want to go back to being Adam. I loved my life as Adam. And although this has been a wild journey and I've learned so much and it's been incredible and I guess I'm inspiring people, I don't want to be the illusion anymore. This was about 9 months ago. And I was so close to just not bothering anymore with it and focusing on basically the old lifestyle that I had. Focus my energy, coaching, teaching, go back to my old ways. And I woke up in the morning and I checked my emails. Again, it's what a lot of people do. I checked my emails and I got this email from a guy called Abid. I didn't know who it was. I get loads of emails, especially now. And he sent me this amazing email that I've changed his life. And now he's told me that his father gave up on believing in God until he found my work. So he got emotional and pretty much started crying, which makes me emotional thinking about it. And he sent me like $500. And I don't get these type of tips, guys. This is very rare. Sent me $500. Basically said I saved his life. And that was another example of where I wanted to stop doing this. And then almost God has said, read this email, Adam, because you're not going to stop. And obviously since that, I've grown and found God and my coding's gone to a whole different level. But I was very close to just not bothering with it. I was tired. I was exhausted. It was at the time where I was sleeping 2 hours a day. I was coding all the time, betting all the time, posting all the time. And I just thought, I don't want to do this. Is not what I am supposed to be doing. But then God appeared and that email came out of nowhere. And I was like, there we go. No, there's not pressure being the illusion, Mr. Man. I don't feel any type of pressure. I just have stages where I feel like maybe I need to focus on me a little bit more. But then I think about the bigger picture. I think Revelation is playing out or about to play out. I believe soon enough I won't have a platform to share my voice. That's why when I am exhausted and tired and whatever it may be, I go live. Because I know I might inspire one person like I inspired Abid or I inspired Michael or whoever it may be, one of you guys. So, yeah, it's very hard to be able to do that. And I have a gift to do it. So it'd be crazy of me to stop, I think. So when we think about how these objects are moved, okay, a relatable way of thinking for me is like the movie Ghost. Have you seen the movie Ghost with Patrick Swayze? One of my best mates, Simon, much love to Simon, was messaging him last night or this morning. I lose track of time. It's an illusion. He looks just like Patrick Swayze. And in that movie, Patrick Swayze's character in spirit, which is the most powerful thing we possess, the spirit. His spirit in the movie pushes an object using an intense concentration of his energies. We've seen it, haven't we? We've seen in movies where you can move things just through energy. We've seen it happen. And it's not quite like that for beings in spirit, but acts as an example of how they can move objects. So everything's about manipulating things, it seems. And I think you can manipulate energy, but obviously it takes practice. It takes practice to do that. And perhaps demons have the gift of doing it. They've learned how to do it. We know Satan manipulates the minds of people. I'm sure if he can do that, he can manipulate energy and manipulate objects and everything like that. So I don't know. I've definitely felt over X amount of months like presence around me. I'm not saying it's demonic, you know what I mean? Just supernatural presence. I don't fear it though. I've told you, I ultimately believe that God's in control of everything. So I don't fear it. I think even if I saw a supernatural presence, I'd say, okay, what's up? I am at that point in my life where I'm like, what's up? What are you here for? Because I just think whenever I'm going to go, I've told you all of this, whenever Adam goes, the illusion goes, it's when I'm supposed to go. So what's there to fear? What's there to fear in reality? Before I was watching your Queen video live last year and I was in the Park Forest at night and the police came, I thought they were after me, but they're after someone else. Good memory, eh? Another one is sometimes my Bible will open to a page relating to what I was reading, thinking about the day before. That's incredible. I've done live streams, haven't I? Where I'm talking about a specific topic and somebody goes, read a passage from the book of Revelation. I read it and it turns out the page that I'm on is what I'm talking about. And it's completely not pre-planned from me for somebody to drop that message. These incredible syncs that happen daily are mind-blowing. Mark John, I'm not sure Messi scores, to be honest. I'm not sure, and I don't think Paris Saint-Germain qualify. You think they'll lose on pens? I don't think it'll go to pens, but it might. But I don't think it will. Something happened to me too. I put my oregano herbs in my bag and the wrapper automatically went back around it. When I took it back out, I was like, what? It's crazy. It's crazy. No, Messi's not scoring 4 goals against Bayern Munich, mate. When Bayern Munich have conceded 2 goals in 7 Champions League games this season. Rambo's last video links Hurts and Mahomes or Ohms, both quarterbacks at the Super Bowl that took place right after the earthquake. That was probably caused by sound vibrations. Hurts and Ohms. Yeah, Rambo's just is genius, isn't he? He's a genius. But I think we give a bit too much credit to like CERN and weather modification. I think you've just got to think about God. The earthquake in Turkey connects to God. I'll do a video when I sit down and have a bit of energy and time to do it about the number 7 and how it connects to Turkey and how it connects to the book of Revelation and to the earthquake and to God. Maybe the web is going down soon. Perhaps. It's only a matter of time. So I think at this point, in many ways, the internet is working against the devil right now. I think for many years it didn't. But yeah, you're seeing more restrictions and people being censored. Probably one of those things where if you don't have the mark of the beast, you can't go online or something, which wouldn't make any sense, but what makes sense these days. Adam Chigozi, Rambo, Jurassic, Liars 26 are in my top 5. I appreciate that, Sebastian. I don't know who that Jurassic Liars is, but I'll check him out. Heard the web was going down on the 12th of March. That would be interesting, Lucia. I mentioned, do you pray illusion? Yeah, I prayed this morning. Yes, I do. It's not something like I always do. I'm a guy who's very random. I don't like set aside a time where I'm supposed to pray. I think there's something very, I'm not going to say satanic about that, but when you go, okay, I'm going to make sure I pray at this specific time. No, I pray. I do what feels right. I go live when it feels right. I pray when it feels right. I code when it feels right. No, I don't have a set time when I pray, but in regards to you saying the web going down 12.3, there'll be a cyber attack at some point, which will affect the whole world. And this year, the last day of the year is 12/31/23. All right, I'll write the date for you. So the last day of the year is December the 31st, 23. Right. You look at that date. So you're talking about the possibility of the web going down on 12th of March, which is 123. The last day of 2023 is 12/31/23, which is 123/123. And I was born 14/4/1986. Add up those 4 numbers, it's 123. I'm this coder, this guy who's wild with numbers. And I was born on 123 date numerology. Pure. ABC, easy as 1, 2, 3. Michael Jackson told us that, the demon. So, Sebastian, in regards to trusting people online, it's very hard, isn't it? It's controlled opposition everywhere. I've told you, if I ever get huge, which won't happen clearly, they won't even let me get to 10,000 at this point. All right, what they're doing to me is somewhat comical. So I'm sitting on 9,979 subscribers. So I'm 21 off 10,000. And I've been sitting on this for ages, between like 9.97, then it's 9.971, then it's 9.976, then it's 9.71 again. I'm like, what's going on? It won't let me. God, the devil, whoever it is. Again, it ain't about ego. I don't give a shit about having 10,000 subs at this point. What does it even mean? Not mean anything. But why are they keeping me around this number? That's all I'm asking myself. So I even said on Twitter today, I said, guys, I don't do this, but if you haven't subbed to my channel, just do it. I want to check something. And then everyone's like, I've subbed. It's like, where? It's not showing me that. Or it pops up and then it disappears. I feel like with my work, once you find it, you ain't unsubbing. That sounds very arrogant, but I think once you find my work and you subscribe, you're subscribing because you enjoy the content. My work gets better by the day. So why would 6, 7, 8 people unsubscribe every day? It don't make any sense, guys. So if anyone has any ideas why they don't want me to get to 10, we know Satan gets you 10, but so does God. So the question is this: why do spirits move objects? Why? Why? We know in heaven, anything's possible in heaven. But on earth, not so much. That's why as humans, we're all completely limited. Whereas God's limitless. We're limited. We have a certain level of what we can do. So it's not like somebody snuck in my house and moved it. I live by myself. It's not like my brothers played a joke on me. I don't have any animals. Even so, there's no way they could have done it. I've never sleptwalked. Like, I don't sleepwalk. And if I did, I don't know why I'd pick up my laptop, go under my bed, perfectly position it. I could barely reach it, guys. I literally had to move my bed, shift it to be able to reach it because it was bang in the center. No way I would have put it there. If you're asking me, did Jesus speak English? Those type of questions, I can't answer. He spoke in parables, didn't he? I think the English language is the devil. All right, I do believe that. I think the English language is the devil, and it's crazy me saying that because I teach English and I still do. Because within Satan's realm, it's very beneficial to speak it. So I don't think Jesus spoke English. I don't think he was speaking English. I think that came about in the 16th century. I don't have a housekeeper. I'm tempted to get one. I am tempted to get one, to be honest. There's this woman that wants me to hire her and I could help her out because she needs the money. I'm very tidy, but she said that she'll clean once a week, cook me a meal once a week. I think she even said she'd clean my car. I was like, if I can help her, I might just do that. But at the same time, I don't feel like I even need a cleaner because of how clean I am. Get a cat, mate. Within this apartment with the rules, I'm not actually allowed a pet. The owner won't allow it. Yeah, Devil's Playground also taught English. We had a chat about it. I think he also agreed that English is the devil's language. But again, I didn't know any of this when I began teaching English. I've learned along the way. I didn't teach English because I thought, oh, okay, that's Satan's language. I'm going to teach that. And that's not how it worked. So I am clearly really connected to the laptop right now because it's basically where I make my living. I know I coach and teach, which is great, but I make my main living online. And again, there's two ways of looking at it. Did the devil and his demons move my laptop because they want to silence me? Or was it God? I always try and see the God aspect. Was it God saying, slow down, Adam? Because I am burning out. I think God gives you signs. He tells you, stop. That time where you're like, should I have another drink? And you know you shouldn't. I think that's God or the guardian angel speaking to you. And I have, like I said, I'm going away for 4 days on Thursday. And I'm going to definitely reduce my workload. 1,000%. I won't be posting as much. My laptop moved, yes. Yeah, and I didn't move it. Oh my god, guys. I just went, oh my goodness. I wish you could see this. You know, I told you that I had 9,979 subs. I've just gone on it now. 9,977. I've just lost 2 subs in the last 5 minutes. They're not letting me, guys. It just went dirt. It went down 2. It'd be comical for you to watch this. I don't know if there's any way I can share it where you can watch what they're doing to me. I just lost another 2. And again, I promise you on my life, it's not about ego. Like, oh, I just lost 2 subs. And there's a lot of people online so desperate for likes and subs and all of that. It almost gives me fire. It lights a fire in me. You know what I mean? When I see what they're doing and when they restrict me and when they block me and when they take my videos down and when they limit my videos and when they take my Patreon off me, I'm like, okay. I think that is the devil. Oh, again, is it God? Testing my ego. Like, because he has. I don't care about reaching 10, 12, 15. I ain't going to have a party about it. Hey, guys, house party at my house. I just reached 10,000 subs. Never be one of those people. My back's been tense recently, like, understandably, for everything that I do. So, yeah, I'm going to take a very, very well-earned rest because I'm going to be with Kenya for 4 days. And like Chuck told me, just you should only post 3 or 4 days a week. I'm intrigued what other people's patrons are like if they do go all day. I'm sure the sports people do. But again, they post 1 code a day and that's all they do. It's not that hard. So, yeah. I've read that. I was looking into it. I read that jewelry tends to be the objects most frequently moved. And I think there must be a lot of energy within jewelry. And there's a lot of sentimental value with jewelry for a lot of people, with necklaces and chains and bracelets. And they often go missing. I remember my ex-wife was like, "Where's my rings? Where's my necklace?" Things that are very important to her would go missing or be moved or misplaced. A lot of people have it with their phone, don't they? Or their wallet. Things that they put a lot of value in seem to go missing. You never seem to lose your shitty socks, do you? Woo! Never seem to lose the stuff that you don't really care about. It always seems to be the stuff that you put a lot of value into that go missing. Avril Lavigne cheated on Modson with Tiger. Avril Lavigne's a bloke who I used to fancy. So I thought about poltergeists. All right. Poltergeist, by the way, in German means noisy spirit or something. I read it. And it's a type of ghost or spirit that's responsible for all of these physical disturbances. Could be loud noises. You hear these noises, you're like, what was that? Okay. Often with poltergeists, I think about them moving things or smashing stuff up. I think about like the movie The Conjuring, where you just see all the artwork come off the walls and glasses get smashed and chairs and tables move. All right. And we always talk about like poltergeists and ghosts as being fictional and angels and demons as being fictional. They're not. They're not. And I think they can pinch people, they can bite people, they can hit people, they can trip people. My mate Buchan, one of my best mates, you know what? I'm going to go get my phone. Listen to this audio that he sent me. Listen to this audio. The chances of this when I told him about my laptop. Listen what he sent me. This was last night. He's in Glasgow right now.
Mate, I had a dream last night. I got fucking tasered by someone, and when they were tasering me, I woke up holding my neck. How fucking weird is that? I don't know what it was, but I think I was like running from someone, or fucking escaping from someone, or like I was tied up in a dream and I managed to get set free. But someone was like proper like toying with me and fucking so weird.
I've just realized he swore pretty much 5 times in that audio in the space of 20 odd seconds. But he said he got pinched, which is probably a poltergeist. And I remember the time where I felt like someone was trying to drag me out of my bed. So, again, they're trying to disturb you. I don't know if they intentionally try to scare you or they just want to get close to you or whatever it may be. But you found a lump on your neck today. You probably want to get that checked out, mate. You'll probably want to get that checked out. And you got to look into like levitation of objects. Like I said, furniture, cutlery. You often hear banging noises. Like it's often so like calculated. It's not like it's like, and you're like, what the heck? So, oh, my mate from London's texting me. Let me message him. You love it, son, don't you? You love it. You don't have a YouTube account, no worries, mate. No worries. If you have a Twitter account, you can check out my stuff there. I have an Instagram page, but I don't really post a lot on it. Whatever happens, mate, let's have a call soon, all right? Loving that your name's McCarthy11. You know that's my number, boy. One of my best mates, one of my very, very best mates from university. You got back at me. Yeah, I bet you're struggling, aren't you? Okay, perfect. And I can meet you there. It's like 2 minutes away from Mango. So we'll do that. I'll see you in a few hours, Ash. So I'm meeting a girl today, which is amazing because I used to coach this girl. How you doing, Joseph? Jesus is coming soon. I used to coach this girl called Ashley. I won't say her full name, of course. And she's visiting, not me. She's here with friends because it's spring break where I live. And I'm going to meet her around 2:30ish. I said, I'll buy you a drink for all the goals you scored for me because we won so many championships when I was coaching out in California. And she must be about 23 now, 24. And I'm really close with the whole family. Her mom, her dad, her brother. So, okay, perfect, Ash. I'll see you soon. It'd be great to see her. Meet her at 2:22. Now Joseph just said that. Watch me meet her at 2:22. Not like me planning it or putting it into my phone. Watch when I see her. She'll be like, "Hey, Adam." I'm like, "Wait, it's 2:22." Well, I bet that happens now I said that. So, guys, somebody's bringing up the dentist. No word of a lie. I haven't been to the dentist for, it must be close to 4 years at this point. I'm surprised my teeth haven't fallen out. Hey, Cable X. Let me see what my mate's saying. This is dangerous. I'm about to play an audio. I think this guy is in the top 3 funniest people I know. He's from London. Should I play the audio? He could be swearing. He don't really swear that often, though. I coached with him out in LA. We went to Vegas with him. I think the first time I went to Vegas, it was with him. All right. I'm going to play it. Let's see what he's saying.
Yeah, boy. I obviously I watch loads of YouTube and that, but I don't have an account. I can't be asked back in the back and forth of it. I've got Twitter though. I just mainly used to use it for boxing, but I don't. I've got quite a lot of followers actually. I used to get loads of when I was doing loads of boxing work. I've got all the journos follow me, loads of people in the industry and all that now. But do you know what? I can't be. Probably the same as you or whatever. I just can't be bothered with I used to post all my articles on there with work and stuff, but you get loads of people just kicking off and fucking giving it the big one, and that I just couldn't be bothered with it. But yeah, I'll check it out on YouTube. But what's the handle? But yeah, we'll have a catch up soon, mate. But it was random because 11. I always actually knew that, yeah, because 11's my lucky number. And I've always worn it for football, even though I was straight up top. I always used to be a bit guilty because of the righty 8. But
he's a big Arsenal fan, guys. He's a huge Arsenal fan.
Yeah, I scored a hattie in a cup final when I was younger, and it was a toss up between 8 and 11, and 11 was always the lucky one. So just went with that, boy. But the 2 elite bagsmen just fucking sharing the same number, mate. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, mate, I miss you. Every time you speak, I laugh, mate. Yeah, I think I was number 11 at uni, I think I refused to play unless they gave me that number. But yeah, Calf, were you there when I scored 6 goals against Leeds Met? Were you in that game when I did Burkamp goal? Flipped it over the defender's head. Remember? And I scored from a corner. Boy, tell me you remember that. 6 goals in one game against Leeds Met. Guys, I'm just reminding myself, I scored 6 goals for uni in one game against Leeds Met. One of the best unis in England. Yeah, that's fine, Ash. I'll buy her a drink as well. That's fine. You know me, I can speak with anyone. So, Calf, or Calf is a die hard, and there's nothing that's going to change it. Oh wait, I have to tell him. I'll send you a link, mate, to my YouTube channel. An absolute die-hard Arsenal fan. Like, he's got a season ticket, and his favourite player was Ian Wright, who's married to a bloke. But whatever I tell him, I don't think he's gonna change his mind. Like, but him and we played up top together. I usually played a bit behind him, actually. It was me, Calf, and a guy called Sam. He actually coaches for Arsenal girls team, the youth team, and we had some great players, man, on that team. Really good. But I literally got 6 goals in one game. And do you remember that Bergkamp goal against Newcastle? Where he's like got his back to goal and he flicks it around the defender and it spins off into his path and he places it in the goal. I did that goal. And I scored from the corner. I took the corner and I remember speaking to a substitute. I said, should I ping this? He's like, what do you mean? I said, should I shoot this? Look where the keeper is. He's like, go on then. And there was a bit of wind. Guys, if you saw the way I was as a footballer and still now, there was a bit of wind and I'd scored about 4 goals at that point, so I didn't care. I thought, I went watch. And I just fizzed it from the corner, all right? Fizzed it in and it swerved round and went in off the post and went in. I scored from a corner and I called it. In the same game, I scored at Bergkamp. Yeah, that was a wild game for me, guys. That was... Do you know anything about Roy Keane? It's that he was massively overrated, that he always does this when he's talking. He's just an actor on the world stage, Roy Keane. Just an actor on the world stage. His whole thing that he did with Ireland was all coded. I could do a video about it. I did the numbers of when he left the World Cup and span from his birthday, the span from his debut, the span from his goal against... his performance against the Netherlands, I think when Jason McAteer got the winning goal. I did it all with Roy Keane. I did it from when he won the treble with United to when he left that World Cup. I could do a whole video. Why are there 57 people sitting here watching some random guy talk about sports in his kitchen? What's the stream actually for? Well, if you look at the title, I was talking about something that happened to me that was supernatural. Just got vectored. I don't personally know why everyone's here. People are there for different reasons. Some people are here because I make them laugh. Some people are here because they love the numbers. Some people are here because they wanted to hear about the supernatural. I woke up, looked for my laptop, couldn't find it anywhere for 20 minutes, and then it appeared beneath my bed, right in the center of it. So I was talking about that. If you go through my videos, I don't just talk about sports. The reason I focus on sports in general is because I connect them up to a biblical code. I get nearly everything right. And it's not about money because I don't bet. But I can't stop people from betting. But I don't intentionally promote gambling. I think gambling is the devil. I do believe that. I always say casino has the word sin in the middle of it. Sin City is Las Vegas. The roulette table, you add up the numbers, it's 666. So I'm aware of all of that, but people support me for different reasons, brother. No, I don't think it's a sin to watch sports, no, at all. I won't get too wrapped up on things like that. If you're consumed, my whole thing is if you're consumed by something and it's taking over your life, then you've got to ask yourself questions and stay away, whether it's alcohol, gambling, sports, whatever it is. Of course, there's certain things in your life you just want to completely prevent altogether. But I tell you, we live in a world full of sin. We do. All right. It sent me another audio. All right. And this is my mate. Guys, just so you know about my live stream, like this just got vectored guy. He's clearly new. I don't know who he is. I'm very random, mate. I'm incredibly random. I'll do a live stream. I'll have a specific title. I'll talk about it for 5 minutes, and then I completely go off topic. People love that. Other people are like, "Wait, I didn't tune in for him to listen audios from his mate from London." But again, you can leave. Let's see what he said here.
Yeah, I remember that game, mate. If you actually remember the thing, I fucked my ankle up with about 2 games to go in that season, and I think we'd won like every game anyway. And so I was there, but I remember I was watching. If I remember rightly, I was watching on the side because that was when I broke my ankle, didn't I? And I was on crutches, like right at the end towards our third year, which was an absolute fucking cunt to deal with. But I remember when you was playing, it was over the pitch. It was over Leeds Met, weren't it? Yeah, I remember it. The six bags. What did that game end? It was like what, like that was about 7 or 8, something like that, wasn't it? It might have even been. It was I think we got about 7 or 8 in that game. But yeah, we were putting teams to the sword, boy, weren't we on that? But yeah, that was quality. Fucking, I miss those days, man. Literally, like, not a care in the world, boy. Just go out. The only thing that was on your mind is a game of football, and then finish up on where you're going to go and get pissed.
Yeah, mate. I think we put 8 past them. I can't remember how many they got. I don't even know. I think they got a couple. But yeah, what a performance that was. We were a great team, weren't we? I can't remember you breaking your ankle though. To be honest, a nightmare. I remember there was a lot of wind. That's why I scored from that corner. But yeah, mate, like university was a joke, wasn't it? You go to a lecture for 20 minutes, they give you a PowerPoint, you go get pissed, you go play football, bang in a hat trick, go out again, have a laugh. Mate, what was your boy called who got a student loan out on the first day? He put it all on red. I shouldn't be laughing at this. He put it all on red on the roulette table, didn't he? His whole student loan, and he lost it in like 30 seconds. Who was that again? Sorry, guys. I shouldn't laugh at that. There was a guy. I just know his response is going to be funny. There was a guy who he got his student loan in his first year. I shouldn't laugh. This shows you how toxic gambling can be. And he banged it all on. I think he put it on red. Sorry, I'm laughing. This is not funny. It's just this guy. I just know he's going to make me laugh with his response. He put all of his student. Wait. Again, I shouldn't be laughing at this, but I just got so many good memories with Chris, man. Wait. Yeah, it was a casino. It was a casino in Leeds, and he put all his student loan, I think, on red on the roulette table, and black came in, and he left. He left university, I think. Yeah, I need to hear his his side of it. But yeah, that is an example of where Wait, I need this laugh, guys. I think I need it. Wait, I rarely ever laugh like this. He's one of the few people that can make me cry with laughter. So yeah, that's an example, guys, of where if you're ridiculous with gambling, like it can ruin you in the space of 30 seconds if you put on silly bets, especially on something like a roulette where you have no say in it. At least with what I do, I'm able to predict what's going to happen most of the time. Roulette is just spins wherever it's going to land. Anyway, I'm going to await his response to see what he says. My goodness. Just got Vic to try watching the YouTube videos between The Illusion and Mark Atwood. Yeah, Mark Atwood's an exceptional guy. I was speaking to AJ Roberts yesterday or the day before, and AJ literally flew out to another country, he paid for it himself to just help somebody. He didn't even get paid. And I don't think he's preaching that on his channel. He just told me. Because I was talking about how he's different to David Icke. I was like, you and Ike talk about frequencies and consciousness and all of that, but the difference is, it's just sent me an audio. I was like, the difference is you genuinely care. You actually help people. He's just talking about it without actually helping people. So yeah, because AJ interviewed David Icke, and that was a red flag for me. But when AJ told me exactly what he thinks about Icke, I was like, okay, that makes sense now. Adam should play for the Wilstone Wanderers. I've told you when I get back to England, I'll set up that football game so you can all watch me play. You'll see that I am everything I say I am when it comes to football. All right, guys, it's just. Do you think spirituality? I don't think spirituality is satanic. I think meditation and yoga and all of that, I just think it's being heavily promoted by Hollywood. So I would at least question it. Meditate on the word of God. Yeah, exactly. All right. Love AJ. I was in his chat last week. AJ is a phenomenal guy, and so is Mark Atwood. And when I do get back to England, I'm going to meet both of them. They've invited me to events. David Icke work is based off Lucis Trust. That's very true. All right. It's just responded to me. So yeah, if I start laughing again, told you this guy can really push my buttons when it comes to making me laugh. So there we go. Let's see what he's got to say.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, it brings back some good memories. Then that was. Yeah, I'd done it right at the end. That's why you might not be able to remember. I think it must have been one of the second last games or something like that. There was literally like 1 or 2 games left. That was one of the last games. Then it was just before then. So I think the season was wrapped up and title was in the bag already. But yeah, we were aside, mate. We had quality all over the pitch, and then some ruthless players and. Bit like the Arsenal team at the minute, mate. Players who can bag from all over the field, which is what you need to win the top trophies and be a good team at any level, isn't it? So yeah, mate, I'm absolutely pissing myself. Literally, when you said that, it's just I totally forgot about that. I totally forgot about that. It was fucking hell. Who was it? Jesus Christ, it's going to wind me up now. I'll be thinking about it all night. So it was. It was someone who was in the halls opposite me, who done it. He slapped it all on red. I'll try and remember who it was. I'm pissing myself here because it just brought back. I remember that now. His name will come to me. I'll message you who it is when once I remember. But yeah, like you say, you shouldn't laugh about it. It's quite funny, isn't it? But yeah, mate, yeah, what a time, mate. Yeah, like I said, the lectures go in 20 minutes, half an hour, whatever, a little PowerPoint, write a few notes, get up, go to the bar, go out, have a game of football, knock a couple in, I can get back, get the coach back, all free travel, and then go out and have a night out. I can sleep at our house. There's about 6-7 of us in there, wake up, have a bit of banter, kick a ball about, game of Pro Evo. Oh, mate, it's just what dreams are made of, isn't it?
Oh, mate, Carp, you've got to remember that guy's name. He had an absolute nightmare, didn't he? Student loan on red. Oh, my goodness me. No, what a team, mate. What a team. Me, you, and Ebzeo up front. That Illuminati triangle. My goodness me, mate. The level of play was high, wasn't it? Yeah, and Headingley. What a night out that was. What a night out. You remember your boy John Dart, his lectures. They were horrific, weren't they? Mate, were you there? I think I was with a different group of people then. The first day of uni, we went out. Don't know if I were with you. Got back to the university about 4:30 a.m. and I slept in somebody's car. And I woke up and I thought that I broke both of my legs, mate, because I had no space in the back seat. I thought I broke both of my legs. Were you in that car, mate? Oh no, maybe it was a different group of people. Oh, just have flashbacks, guys. My first night at university, I think it was that Freshers Week where everybody goes out and parties. Just went absolutely insane in the centre of Leeds, which is a great night out. I think it's the 5th biggest city in England. It is a great night out, and there's like 3 big universities in Leeds. And ended up getting back to the university for whatever reason, but I was living with my family, so I wasn't in student halls. Most of the time you go to uni, you you get student halls, student digs, and all of that. I was like, what's the point? I live about 20 minutes away. There's no point spending all of that money. If I want to stay at people's houses or digs, I can do that. And I remember thinking, I was with my mate. I came back and he was in a similar situation, I think. No, he wasn't. He had student halls. But we were so drunk. He went, I think it was like, Adam, and I barely knew him. I think his name was Harry. I think his name was Harry or Henry. He went, yeah, I've got to go to my car. I've left something in my car. I was like, oh, where's your car, mate? He was like, I don't know. It's in car park. I was like, mate, why? Can we do it later? He's like, no, mate, we've got to go to my car. I need my car. I was like, fine, let's go to your car. What car is it? It was like, it's I don't know. I'll remember when I see it. I was like, but car park's massive, mate. Car park's really big. He was like, I'll find it. And he was walking around with his key trying to beep it. And then eventually he got close to it and he went, beep, beep, and like the alarm went off. I was like, oh shit, it's like 4:30 in the morning. He went, let's just kip here, mate. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, kip here, getting back. I was like, all right, fine. Because I was knackered and I was so drunk, guys. I was like, fine. And I think when you are that drunk, you'll sleep anywhere. You'll sleep anywhere. And I woke up. I don't know what time it was. Arguably the worst sleep of my life, I would say. And I woke up saying, mate. He's like, what? He looked so like he could barely open his eyes. I can't feel my legs. I can't feel my legs. I said, move the chair now. Move it. Move the chair. Mate, I broke my legs. I broke my legs, mate. He went, what do you mean you broke your legs? I went, I can't move my legs. I can't move my legs. Mate, what's happened? Mate, it's panicking. And he moved the seat. And he went, well, what's up? What's up, Adam? I was like, my legs. And I couldn't move them, guys. It felt like an eternity. So I felt like I was disabled. Like I thought I'm crippled. And then out of nowhere, I started feeling like life in my legs again. I remember I got out of the car and like I fell over. My legs were like, I fell over to the floor. My goodness me. So that was my first day at university. I thought I broke my legs, guys. I thought I broke my legs. Worst sleep of my life. Sorry about that. I'm going off on one here. I apologize. I apologize. Hi, Adam. Great work. Do you know anything about the mantis protein in our body? It's the sign of the cross. Our DNA is made up of cell membranes. No, Connor. Sounds really interesting. No. I've studied our anatomy and everything, and physiology. I've not got into all of that. But that's very interesting. What do I think about psychedelic drugs? I used to do LSD, and thinking back on it, it felt like witchcraft experiences are very hard to describe. I would avoid psychedelics. I would avoid Class A drugs personally. I've never done them. I hear they take you to a different dimension. I hear that you have this out-of-body experience. I hear it's somewhat calming for a lot of people, but the come down is just intense. I've never done Class A drugs, so I can't like give you my opinion of them. But when I thought I broke both of my legs in the car, I'm sure that's probably what it's like being on psychedelic drugs. Completely out of it. When you talk about end days, will Jesus come down to earth and remove all demons, darkness, or will the earth get destroyed? Oh. The earth, as we know it, is going to get destroyed. Not all of it. If you actually read the book of Revelation and the 7 trumpets, it talks about how like a third of the ocean is going to get taken out. We hear that 25% of man is going to get taken out by the fourth horseman. 25% of livestock. 33% of livestock. So I don't think the whole world's going to completely get destroyed, but Jesus will return after the Antichrist, in my opinion. The Antichrist will rise. If you think about snakes and how they shed their skin and how it works with snakes, they're all about rebirth. I think the Antichrist or the beast will die and then come back and be seen as a god. I think a lot of the non-believers will fall for the Antichrist. And then the genuine Christ will return for the second coming. But I wouldn't worry about it. I would go a day at a time. Enjoy your life. Look at me. I talk about the end times. I talk about war. I talk about famine. I talk about how we live in a coded reality. I call out Hollywood stars. Like, look how I just laughed then with my mate. I can still have these flashbacks just because he's a diehard Arsenal fan and he still loves the game and he might not comprehend what I do. I'll never lose my love and respect and banter with my mate here. Okay, I'm not going to think this guy's not a Christian. This guy's sinning by doing this. All right, I know I probably shouldn't laugh at the guy who lost $3,000 putting it all on red. But again, I ain't a preacher. I ain't perfect. I think it's very important to laugh and to make fun out of yourself. I've always been able to make fun out of myself. I've always been cocky, but I can make fun out of myself as well. I think that's very important. A lot of serious people. You got smashed your first week, Divine? Yeah, that's the issue. Before I go, because I have to get ready. Like I said, I'm meeting Ashley soon, and then I'm taking Kenya out for dinner later because yesterday she didn't have the greatest day at work, and you just got to pick people up. I had to give her this amazing motivational speech to uplift her, and it worked. Going back to university, yeah, when you think about it, the first year for me, the first year at university was partying. I could have done that without university. But it is for a lot of people at uni, it's about partying, it's about getting drunk, it's about having lots of different sexual partners. And then it's like, okay, shit, I've got to do some work. Like, give me an hour and a half to do this work, and then I'll be out. I'll be partying with you. And you spend all that money, and I told you get in debt, and then you become enslaved to the matrix because you have to get a job to pay off the debt. Because if you don't pay off the debt, it increases. So it's like, it's vicious. Psycho Sid vicious, baby. But it ain't all bad because there's polarity in everything. I met loads of new people at university, different cultures, different personalities, different levels of knowledge. I got to travel, like I said, when we played football, we'd go on a coach to Nottingham or Hull or Manchester and then have a night out there sometimes. It's like, all of that was great about uni. And I did learn a few new things. They gave me the opportunity, I told you, to have like a practical assessment within a school. So it ain't all bad. Like most things in life, it ain't all bad. And most people they just make everything black and white. University is satanic. University is a scam. There's some good stuff to it as well. And it's the same with professional sports, guys. If professional sports is all coded and it's connected to the biblical scripture, and somehow the players are not aware of it and they're just connected to the code, and certain players are more connected than others, you can still watch these sports technically if you don't let them consume you. Go there with your brother and your dad and have a laugh for 90 minutes, but you can't dismiss everything else that's going on in the world. I choose not to watch them. To be honest, I can't watch them. I think because of the level of coding I'm at, I can't take it seriously. And one of the reasons why I watch sports is because I thought it was all legit and it was the best players in the world. And I enjoyed that. And now I can't. Now I just see the code rather than talented athletes, which is how I used to see them. So anyways, I'm going to wait for this response from Chris, my mate, because he's just seen it. And give Kenya a cuddle from me. Of course, I always cuddle Kenya. The first thing I do when I see Kenya is hug her. Before I kiss her, or before I say hi, I hug her. Guys, this sounds really passionate here, but my word, the power of a hug. When you hug somebody, because you're connecting with that heart, I think hugging someone is far more significant than shaking the hand or kissing them. I think when you hug somebody and you really hug them and you can feel that, there's something very beautiful about that, guys, just hugging somebody. I'm not meaning to be dramatic or play on your heartstrings, but when you hug someone, my goodness. It's funny when you hug a guy, like a machismo guy, and you hug them, and they have to slap you back. It's like, all right, mate, you can hug me. Like, this isn't gay, all right? Calm down. You don't have to slap my back really hard to show me that you're a man. You'd be more of a man if you could hug me without slapping my back, mate, and leaving a mark. Or when you shake your hand, you don't have to squeeze, baby. All right, I see you have big hands. I see you work out. You don't have to squeeze my hand to show me how tough you are. Calm down, senor. Calm down. How often do you drink some form of alcohol? Once a week, maybe. Maybe twice. And if I do drink, I don't drink to get drunk. I'll have a couple of beers. You know what I mean? I live in a super warm climate. I have a pool outside my apartment. I have a beach 10 minutes away. I have loads of friends that want to meet me. I have a couple of drinks. Maybe I have a beer. Woo! Maybe I have a mojito. Woo! Maybe I have a pina colada. Maybe I have a shandy. Woo! Rarely do I drink wine, but if you give me a nice steak, or I know I shouldn't probably eat steak, but you give me a nice steak, I'll have a glass of red wine. I won't drink a bottle of it. I'll have a nice glass of red wine. You give me a chicken pasta Alfredo, I'll have a nice glass of white wine. Chenin Blanc, please. Thank you. One ice cube. Woo, woo, woo. So I hardly drink. Don't do drugs. I look after my body. My diet is good. Occasionally I'm not even going to use cheat day. I hate that nonsense, cheat day nonsense. This is my cheat day. Be quiet. I just eat what I want. I drink what I want. I do what I want. And I never seem to do anything in excess because I have respect for myself. All right, here we go. I ain't proper tall. I'm 5'11", even though Hubban said I'm 5'5". Again, just comical lies. How are you doing, Michael? I was talking to Abed yesterday, Michael, and it was an incredible conversation. We were talking about you, how amazing you are, and how soft-spoken you are, but how powerful you are, and how you always seem to overcome adversity. We were talking about you a lot. You, me, and Abid, how we've all managed to get in contact with each other. You've got a guy living in Spain, you living in Austria, me in Mexico, and we have this wild connection because that's God. God brought us together. Simple as that. So I'm going to play my mate's audios to finish this. So I'm going to have a little workout before I meet Ash. And I'll check my website, see what's going on there. I'm going to play these audios now, all right? Do I work in Mexico? I'm not telling you what city in Mexico. I seem to have stalkers these days, and I'm not joking, judging from my emails. Told you I get a lot of compliments. I wake up to a lot of them. I also get people saying, you need to shut your mouth. I'm going to silence you. You're revealing too much. Be careful. So I'm not going to give everything out in regards to exactly where. I live in Mexico. I have a coaching company. I teach English online. I have a successful website. I have a YouTube channel, which makes me a little bit of money. Hardly any, though. But all right, here we go. Let's see what he's saying.
That was a serious side, mate. We had some quality players in that team. That Andy, the left-footed guy, was a good player as well, and we had we had some other good players across that team as well, didn't we? Like solid all over. But yeah, no, mate. Do you know what? There's so many fucking like stories and that from uni that I can't even remember. Like I can't even remember. I mean, do you know what? I can probably remember more of first year than I can of probably like second, definitely second year. But I remember because I was in that absolute shit heap room down in the bottom. I was chucked in like the basement of like Whitby Halls or some crap. I got there, I was like, fucking hell, I'm actually paying to live in this place. Like this gaff ain't even. I wouldn't take a piss on this. And it was a good laugh though, boy. It was unreal. Yeah, I missed those days, man. It was yeah, mate. I don't think you can actually get like physically any better than that, can you? If you're like a lad, like let's say like one of us, like similar type of characters, you know, love going out, love the football, love the banter and all that kind of stuff. You can't generally get a better lifestyle. Like you're pretty much on like pretty much like a lad's holiday for 3 years, but then you just got to get your head down and do a bit of graft on the work now and again. But like back then you was like, that's hard work. But when you think about it to actual genuine work and that, it's just ridiculous, mate. But I was pissing myself. He said, I thought I broke both my legs and I woke up. I couldn't feel it. I'll try and remember that geezer's name tonight, mate. I'm going to watch this Tottenham game tonight. I think I'll try and remember, mate, his name. It's doing my head in now, mate. But I'm still laughing now.
Mate, if you remember his name, let me know, bro. Let me know. My football career was almost over when I thought I broke both my legs first year. But yeah, I seem to remember more about the first year than the second and third. But yeah, mate, what a shit show. Just play football, get pissed, and do a few essays. I think the only time I really put effort into work at university was my dissertation. I think that was it. All the other ones I was like doing the night before. I didn't take it seriously. Yeah, mate. Yeah, what a lifestyle. In regards to your room, you got your pants pulled down there, lad. I was living at home, wasn't I? I lived at home in that big house of mine. Did you ever go to my house? My parents' house or not? I can't remember, lad. Are you wanting Spurs to go out tonight then against Milan? You hate them, don't you, being an Arsenal fan? All right. Father and son exploring. My bad, I'm about to leave. That's crazy. Father and son exploring appears saying, good evening. Sorry for being late. I'm in Greece after all, as I have 31 likes. And I was born on my father's 31st birthday. And father and son exploring appears whilst I have 31 likes. So yeah, just to let you know that supernatural event, it did happen. It was legit. If it does happen to you, don't be afraid of it. Just don't be scared of it. Just trust it. Trust it. You're still here. All right. I'm doing a live right now with the laptop, which got moved underneath my bed. All right. I ain't going to bite my nails and panic and I ain't going in that room again. Oh my God, that's two major things. Well, three things, including them almost pulling my leg out. Or somebody was. I don't let it concern me. I'm still here. I'm still breathing, baby. Brian, I blocked you on my email because you were bothering me. I paid you $20. What you on about, mate? Are you some sort of like, honestly, some sort of negative energy? I gave you $20, Brian, and I didn't have to. You signed up to my website and PayPal took the money, and for whatever reason, you're saying that you didn't get access to it. How can that happen 3 months in a row when I've paid you 2 months of it? Why do you keep signing up and then telling me you want a refund? This will be the third time, Brian. I paid you. Like, I hope you email me to say thank you. I blocked you because I block anyone now on Gmail who bothers me or who sends me 20, 30 emails every day. Is $10 that big of a deal to you? And it might contact PayPal. You know what, Brian? This time, contact PayPal, put in appeal, make a complaint, and see who PayPal choose. See if they make me pay you $10. I bet they don't, because I've done nothing wrong. So contact PayPal, tell them that Illusion stole $10 off me, like you accusing me last time when I never did. And see if I have to pay you the money back. And if they tell me yes, you do, I'll send you your money. If not, I'm not. I've sent you $20 for free, mate. I'm not sending you 30. You're going to tell me next month as well, oh, can you send me another 10? All right, there's a lot of scam artists, Brian. So I don't take payments. It isn't me, brother. It's PayPal. So if you have an issue with a payment, it ain't me. I don't go into the bank and take $10 out of your account, Brian. Okay? If you have an issue with your payment, you contact PayPal. Okay? See what they say. And if they will then contact me to say, Brian Emerson, or whatever your email address is, has made a complaint and wants a refund. How would you like to proceed? I will say, okay, if he can give me significant evidence that I have taken his money, I will send them it. And then 24 hours later, they'll email me and say whether I have to pay it or whether I don't. So no, I'm not being nice again, Brian, and giving you money. It don't make any sense to me. Okay, so there's my answer to you. And if you email me again, you're blocked. So I can't see your emails. If you find me on Instagram, I'll block you there as well. I can't believe that you're in my YouTube live because I blocked you here, but you found a way. Just leave me alone, brother. Stay off my website. Stay out of my live streams. Leave me alone. And I know if I give you that $10, you'll be begging for another 10 next month and make some bullshit up. It's only you with this issue, Brian. Only you. 3rd month in a row. I've stole your money. I don't need your $10, Brian. I don't need your $10, baby boy, at all. So let it go. Contact PayPal. Right. I'm off. Don't know whether, right. Divine, before I go, it's been cancelled at my end. You taking double payments and more this month, 3rd of March, after it's cancelled. You sent me email saying my subscription is cancelled. Brian, I'm clearly not a liar. Probably the most honest person you've ever come across in your entire life. I haven't taken you off my website. I don't do that. If you cancelled, then there should be no money coming out this month if you cancelled. Nobody else has ever had this issue. There have been times where people have signed up and PayPal made an issue and they charged them double and they got their money back within 24 hours. That's happened. So, Brian, contact PayPal, issue your complaint. If they agree with it, you'll get your money. If they don't, move on, mate. Move on. Okay? She's starting to annoy me now. So, I've told you the situation, Brian, now. Contact PayPal, and we'll take it from there. I'm going to get my lawyer, Harvey Specter, from Suits, from New York, one of the finest lawyers there is, Harvey Specter. And I'm going to ensure that I win this case because that $10, that's life-changing money right there. Divine, listen, I need your advice, Divine, baby. Woo-hoo! Divine, it is 12:32. I need to meet my friend at 2 p.m. and it's about 15 minutes away, but I want to have a workout. Jesus is coming. Much love, Joseph. Do I go for a swim and then a shower and leave, or do I hit the weights and shower and leave, Divine? So, Divine, swim or weights? I ain't going to do both. Whatever you say, I'm going to do. Whatever you say, I'm going to do. Swim or weights? Or maybe she's left. Or maybe she's thinking. Swim. Swim. Okay, I'm off. I'm off for a swim. And I'm going to go meet my friends. Or friend and her friend, who might become my friend. because we're all friends. Fuck your football friends. All right, sauna. No, I'm not a big fan of saunas or jacuzzis, really. Jacuzzi maybe like for 5 minutes if I'm in a place where it's really cold. Sauna, I can't stand saunas. Sent you 2 emails between yesterday and today. Yeah, Brian, I've blocked you, so I haven't got your emails. I haven't read them. I'm sure you have emailed me. I've blocked you. Contact PayPal. Like, are you mental? Contact PayPal. That's who you contact, not me. You contact them. I think I've just said it 15 times now. You don't go to me. You go through them, and then they tell me if I have to pay you money. I don't just give out money to people because they want it or they make a complaint. I did used to do that. I ain't doing that anymore. It ain't my problem. All right? No, Brian. All right, guys. Take care. Much love. Have a wonderful day.